Hello, my fellow YouTubers slash viewers. I am your host today on this Halloween special video I like to call My Ghost Story. This story is going to be about experiences that has happened to me and my family and other people I know and my family members' friends. So with any ado, let's begin. Part 1. The Angry Ghost. This is a tale about when me and my family moved to this house we are in right now. It was calm to start off with. No noises, nothing moved. But about 3 to 4 weeks after we moved in, my dad was attacked while trying to sleep. He said it felt like something was strangling me. I could not breathe. It felt like I was pinned down. I could not move, could not talk, but it did not last long. So he is fine, but as you can guess, it was a shock. Part 2. Random Little Girl Ghost. Now then, this part of the story is about a ghost of a little girl who may or may not be the ghost from the last story, but oh well. This child ghost for some reason appears, but only for other young girls. My sister has seen her, and her friend has seen her as well at the same time. When I asked them about it and how she appeared for them, they said we were just up in the room playing and talking, but then we seen something outside my door and looked. A little girl ran up to the door and smiled. Then they screamed for a moment, and when they looked again, she was gone. This was not the first time this kind of appearance has happened. Once, my mother's friend's daughter, around the age of 5 to 6, asked my mom this question: "Who is that girl sitting at the table?" But when she turned around, there was no one there. But she said she could see someone. Part 3. Talking to Ghosts. Okay, I know this one might seem like a weird one. Talking to ghosts? But this is what I was told about it. My mum's friends said both her and her daughter both see ghosts when in the pub. And they would talk to them, and they would say they were real old like ghosts. Like British gentlemen of old with big hats and super skinny waists. There were British war soldiers with gun holes and other death wounds as well. Now I know it's a bit of a hard pill to swallow about this story, but that's the thing. This is a story of what I have heard from them both. Part 4. Random things flying and stuff. Okay, this is a bit of a quick one, but it's something that did happen in my kitchen. Once my mum and dad was just sitting in the living room, and they heard something metal hit the ground. So my mum checked it out, and found the metal cooking tray was on the floor, when it was left on the kitchen side. There was no one in there, and the windows were shut. So that should have not happened, but it did. Then a different day, my dad was standing right in front of the window, checking on his pigeons. Then the kettle turned on, but he did not care, so he did not look at first, but then when he wondered who was making a drink, he asked my mum and me, and we said not us, and since there was no one else at home at the time, who could have possibly turned this kettle on? Part 5. Supernatural Portal. Now this story is a new one to me because I only found out about this one while making this video / story. Due to the weird supernatural things happening in my house, my mom called a witch to check out the house. And she found out that there was a portal in my kitchen that ghosts and other things can travel through. And the ghost girl I was talking about before was not a ghost of a dead little girl. It was a shapeshifter, a ghost that can change its form. But the shapeshifter was not the only thing coming through the portal. The witch said the reason for things flying in the kitchen was negative energy. Said that the negative energy was coming through the portal as well, and that's why things are a bit weird in the kitchen. Final part of my story: the blinds that move on their own. This is a story that my mum told me first, then I heard it from the person who it happened to, and she confirmed it did happen to her. I'm not going to say names because it's not for me to say, so for this we shall call her Leaf, because I'm not very good with names. But anyway, Leaf was in her room, just on her phone. But then, for no reason, the window blinds just started shaking on their own, really hard. She was terrified, and she even felt like she was gonna cry. It just happened from nowhere, she said. Then one day, she had a friend over, which I'll call him Bob. Anyway, Leaf and Bob were in the room. Then it happened again. The blinds just started violently shaking. They were both horrified and left the room. From what I have heard, this has stopped, but who knows when it will start again. So, that is all of the ghost stories I have heard from people I know in real life. I hope this has been a fun or interesting video for you to watch. This has been a fun video for me to make. But that will do for this year's Halloween ghost story video. Please, if you have any ghost stories you have heard about or have experienced yourself, please comment below or tweet me on Twitter. The link will be in the description below. I hope you have a happy Halloween, and until next time, stay safe and have fun. See ya!